place for me to hit the go live button. Boom! We just started in the middle of my sentence. That's not weird or awkward at all.
Come on,
Not
nobody
at
will
all.
see that part of the stream.
Yeah,
Will
nobody's
they?
gonna care. Nobody's gonna care because as soon as we hit this
nobody's
E
gonna
for
care.
pudding,
Nobody's gonna care because as soon as we hit
it's gonna be great. Oh god, now I can hear myself talking because I forgot to mute my preview window. There we go. All right,
I'm
now
just
we're
waiting
good.
for the stream to show up for me.
Hopefully it
takes time.
shows up here in a second.
Wait, you're using the. You... Okay, I can hear myself, so I'm gonna mute the stream. And who uses the YouTube Lite theme?
Oh, for
What?
YouTube, I use the light theme so it sears my eyes. I'm trying to not watch as much YouTube as I used to. So that's why I'm an inhuman monster and using the light theme. Whereas if I show you like
Makes sense.
my Twitch, it's black. It's totally the night theme. Here we go. Let me just pull like this Twitch window of the stream over. See, totally dark themed.
Okay.
Although now we're gonna get like the infinite
Good.
chaos of the window being pulled into the window, being pulled into the window, forever.
Very
Infinite recursion.
recursive. Nice.
Yeah.
I think so far it's the best start of the stream.
It's been fantastic. So anyway, we should do some introductions. Hi, I'm elizibar, your host, and I'm joined today by two gentlemen that make music. Feel free to introduce yourselves. Bryn, since it's your album, why don't you go first?
Okay, I'm Brian, and I'm not a weeb.
I'm Swedish elizibar greeter.
It's true. Pudding is a Swedish elizibar greeter, because my Discord is weird, and that's just how we roll.
Yeah.
As long as I'm elizibar, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
There we go. So, anything I should know about this album before we listen to E for Pudding, which lasts 5 seconds?
Yeah, so this album isn't really a concept album or anything. It's just like I put a bunch of old songs in an album because I made a track called Journey, which is more or less me just making music as it comes to my mind. And I wanted to publish it, except I didn't want to publish another single because I already did it with Huge Gay Night. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna publish a bunch of tracks and call it an album. So it has some old garbage and some new garbage. It also features the Era of Alteration draft, which is an album I was hyped about and I'm not anymore. So I'm like, okay, I'm just, instead of putting it in the trash can, I publish it as an hour,
It's a 1 hour long song.
which is of course the best solution. So yeah, that's it. A bunch of songs that have no links together. You might want to lower the volume for the first track because it's a bit loud, but it's still very good.
Okay, now I'm scared. The first track, E for Pudding, is very loud.
Yeah.
Okay, let me like spare my ears here. Jeez, I'm gonna just turn that down so I don't die. All right. If I die from listening to this, it's your fault.
We will remember you.
That was it. That was it. You warned me just for somebody hitting that string. Wow.
Okay.
Beautiful. Again.
You know, we can go back. We can listen to that again. It's within our power.
I always get so emotional when I listen to
again,
it.
please?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put that on loop. Hold on. Let me get back here. Let's see. Where's it at? There's the loop button. Let's go. Wow, that's
a good choices.
That's powerful.
That really speaks to my soul. You know, that's kind of the definition of what good music is all about right there. All right, gentlemen, Journey is 32 minutes long. How are we going to do this? Because am I just going to hit play and then we all just walk away for a half hour and then I come back and then it'll be over and then we can start talking again? Like, really long tracks make this kind of awkward, you know?
This track is meant as one long track. So I don't know. I think what you did.
Hold on.
Very opinionated dog.
I think what you did last one time is that you had a notepad opened and you wrote things on it. So I don't know if you want to do that or
I
I don't
mean,
know.
can't we do like 10-minute intervals or something?
Well, I'm just gonna hit play. We're gonna go, and as things strike me, I'll either get a notepad open and type, or maybe I'll just like go to Google image search and just search up random words related to Journey and see what happens. Who knows? Surely nothing bad can come up from an image search on the internet.
No, of course not.
Nah, that never happens. No.
All right, so gentlemen, I'm gonna hit play, and then I'm gonna, because of the way we're doing this with the Discord chat and all that, I'll have to like just mute the Discord server, so you won't be able to hear me, and I won't be able to hear you. And then when we get to the end of Journey, I'll unmute it, and we'll take it from there. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
All right, I'm gonna play E for Pudding one more time. I'm just gonna like hit play, let that happen, then we'll go right into Journey, and then when Journey ends, we'll come back and we'll chat. All right.
Good choice.
All right, here we go. I'm going to mute you guys, and I'm going to hit play. Wait, can I mute you guys? Yeah, there it is. There's a mute button. I knew there was a mute button. Here we go. Beautiful and powerful right there. Okay. Unless
Yo.
something magical happens here, I think the song's over.
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah, the song's over. The rain just kind of faded out. Yeah. Uh, Bryn, I think that was the best thing you ever made.
Thanks.
Thanks. In this trash album I made, literal trash.
What?
Yeah.
I consider this. I just made my best song.
This
don't know.
album is
Oh,
just
yeah,
some random
you're right,
trash I
you're
put
right.
together. Yeah, that was pretty good. You had like 5 or 6 different songs, it felt like, in that, and they all flowed from one to another just fine. I think my comparison that I made somewhere, which I might have deleted, or maybe it was in the Twitch chat to Godspeed You Black Emperor, is very appropriate for that particular song because that's basically what they do with every song. Um, yeah, it's good stuff. I don't really have anything else to say that I didn't basically say in the text up here, except I did want to say, you know, I think the only way I can describe this song is chiefly dialectal.
What that means.
That
have no
means
idea.
what that means is the use of the term in this case chiefly dialectal. If I was speaking about words, would mean like the word has meaning in a particular dialect of the language. So if I said something and Ninja Weasel's probably the only person in the chat that would understand this. If I say something like, we're fixing to do something, then that doesn't literally mean I'm repairing things. That means we're getting ready to go do something. But that's a
Yeah, okay.
colloquialism from a particular part of the United States.
So I see, but I don't get it.
But that's exactly what I had in mind.
Yeah. I mean, the
So,
fact that customer journey mapping was, in fact, the key thing that you identified that you wanted to have going on in this is pretty funny. Your organ, all through that whole song, was fantastic.
thanks.
Especially whenever I wrote that, this organ line that's going on is fantastic. Like, whenever I wrote that, I think I was like 4 or 6 minutes in. That was like, it was just going, man. It was lit. Like that organ was bursting into flames. The pipes up at the top of the building, like it's just shooting flames into the ceiling. Like you just burned down
Burn
Notre
the forest
Dame. There we
down.
go. Fresh wounds. You just burned down Notre Dame with your organ playing. That's how hot it was.
Oops.
That's metal as fuck, dude.
Don't tell anyone.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
Thanks.
And when the song started, it felt very much like old school music from Doom, or maybe actually probably more like the Doom 2 soundtrack from way back in 1995 or so. It really felt like that. And then we kind of went on this journey, and like 10 minutes in, man, I felt like we were playing a Castlevania game. It was just a great stream of different moods, one after another, some more ominous than the other, some more technologically advanced than the other. We were going places. Too soon? Yeah, I thought it was too soon, Ninja Weasel, but I had to make the bad joke anyway because controversy drives views and clicks and stuff. So somebody goes, "Oh, look at this YouTuber making a Notre Dame joke," and then suddenly I get like 3,000 clicks.
I found the guy that burned Notre Dame with the red circles and stuff.
Let's see.
Brennfeu Cthulhu exposed.
Yeah,
In thumbnail.
elite.
Yes.
Once again, I do got to point out, man, you do have like slight clipping problems.
Yeah.
From like the 20-minute mark to 2040, the synth line that was playing at the high end there, it would clip about like halfway through whatever notes you were playing. It would just start clipping very slightly. Totally slap a compressor on that channel and keep that from happening.
I worked a lot on the mix and the stuff, which is a thing that I never do.
With a track
but,
that's this long, it's very hard to get a mix down that's perfect.
Yeah, and
You
I
kinda
was
have to-
I was a bit lazy because I was listening to this track on repeat for quite some time, and I was like, okay, it's okay. So I didn't listen to the full thing before finishing it. So yeah, I missed.
This sounds like me making a comic book review video. Yeah, I just recorded it and then uploaded it. I didn't listen to it or proof it or anything. Who knows? I could have just been like talking something stupid the whole time, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. We're uploading it. Like 10 people are gonna watch this anyway. No one cares. No one cares.
So yeah, I missed that thing.
Yeah, you made that thing. Good job.
Thanks.
But yeah, that was a great track, man. There was a little while in there where it kind of felt like we were just doing nothing, but it didn't last that long. It was somewhere like maybe the 15-minute mark. It was whenever I was talking about the black rectangle of doom. Like I was just kind of like, okay, the song's just kind of noodling around aimlessly, and then it stopped doing that and got back on track. So that whole segment did not drag on long enough for me to complain about it, which is why I didn't like type a bunch of chat complaining about it. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna tell you that it felt like we got kind of aimlessly lost. Which I guess if you're going on a journey, is appropriate.
I tried to make something kind of ambient in that, because I was listening to some King Crimson music, and I was like, "Hey, it's cool. I could try something similar." And I tried making something similar, and yeah, I mean it's ambient and it's repetitive, but I hope it's not that bad.
No, it wasn't that bad. It was fine. It didn't drag on for like more than maybe a minute, and then it was like, oh, we're back to doing other stuff. So we just like stopped to catch our breath for a minute, and then we're off to go jam on that organ some more. All right, so what's Wolf Isles about, man? What's Wolf Isles about? What am I getting into?
So I think you might know about it. It's the RPG that um, what's his name again? That Sly White Wolf. I don't know his real name or.
I don't know his real name either. I just call him White Wolf because that's his handle everywhere.
Okay, so and so he's making a role playing game, and he went to me and like, hey, can you make something a music? And I was like, okay. And I made the thing in one day. I'm like, okay, here's my first draft. What do you think? He's like, whoa, it's very good. Keep it that way. I had to change a few things, but yeah. So that's a track I made very quickly. That's pretty old also, and I would have changed more things. It's not very good, but I mean, if the guy is happy with that, I guess it's all right.
Yeah,
So,
if he's happy, then it's all right.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and hit play on this thing, and I'll see you guys in 5 minutes and 1 second according to the sidebar. But down here it only says 5 minutes. I don't know which timestamp to believe.
You will never manage to
Trust no one.
I trust no one, but I do trust that I'm going to hit play as soon as I mute this stream. So I'll be right back. There we go. Hi. Hello. How's it going?
Hello.
There we are.
So yeah,
Hello.
that song totally went. It was over in one place, and then it decided to be somewhere else entirely. We had like this wonderful fantasy land of, kind of maybe some melancholy and all that. We had some farmers toiling in the field or whatever, and then like halfway through, all of a sudden, we just had to like, you know what? It's time for drums. Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, okay, we just kicked into Mars, the bringer of war. All right, we got this going on here. So I guess that's why Bryn is known as Marshall Marshall.
That's the point.
Yeah,
The evil army invades.
Why would the evil army invade? Like, we don't need an evil army. We don't need the evil army invading. We had, like, a nice little, farming kingdom over here where people were, planting things and then digging them back up because they didn't actually know how to farm yet. And that's why they were hungry. Who knew?
This is grimdark. Grimdark works that way.
Yeah, I know his. He spent enough time explaining his RPG to me. It does not sound like a very happy world to be in.
nah, it isn't. So yeah, he wanted to have a first part that's more peaceful and calm, and then war drums for
Yeah.
the second part. So I guess
Yeah, makes
that's
sense. Makes sense. I think the song that you made is very fitting for what he's trying to do. So I give you some props for that.
nice.
I think it probably needed a little more work, but I'd have to listen to it a few more times to really critique like stuff. And if he's happy with it, who cares anyway? Like I'm just some jerk on the internet. So what's my opinion worth?
We are free jerks on the internet. Correction.
With one IQ each, which is why this is a 3 IQ stream.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah, so we got this. How do I even pronounce this? Saga del Lancerus? I have no idea, dude. What was the
Saga
name?
de
Explain
Lancerus.
your French language to us.
Okay, Saga de Lancerus. So it was during a live action roleplay thing I did, and one of the guy was a singer that lost his will to make music, and both in real life and his character, and so I was like, hey, since your personal quest is to sing at the end of the event, I could make something with an acoustic guitar too. So you have music when you sing. And he's like, okay, that's pretty cool. So we did that, and when I get back home, I made a prog rock version of the instrument track I made, and I did a guitar solo at the end because why not? So it's it's supposed to be a track with someone singing over it. So it's the composition is different. So I think it's better if you know that. So yeah, that's it. And the track is pretty old as well.
Okay, so I just wanna make sure I understand this. So we're about to listen to a track that's supposed to have vocals over top of it, only there are no vocals over top of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because
Okay,
that makes total sense.
I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go ahead and start this up here, and I'll see you guys in 6 minutes and 8 seconds. So we'll talk then about whether this really needed vocals on top of it or not. And I think the answer will be yeah, of course it did, because Bryn said so, and he's the creator. But we'll find out. So see you guys in a minute. And so the song actually was over despite 10 seconds of silence at the end. Hi, welcome back.
Hi.
Uh,
Hello.
so I got to tell you, your guitar was clipping at the very end. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
Is that just like a
And
standard thing? Is that part of your music? You just make your audio clip for no reason? Like you're just like, you know what? I'm actually an industrial band. I've just been pretending to be a heavy metal band all this time.
yeah, when the song is over, I'm like, this needs clipping. So I add a bit more clipping to the tracks
Makes
to make
sense.
them more unique. Now, jokes aside, now I'm not doing it on purpose, obviously. But I was lazy and so I really didn't care. But now from now on, I'll try to work on my mix and not make my music clip because for real, what I used to do is that I made the audio export in the lowest quality because it was faster. So now I'm not doing it anymore. It's a pain because it takes a lot of time, but
I don't even know how
yeah.
to respond to that. I'm trying to sell my music here, so I want to make it at the lowest possible quality. That way, years from now, we can sell remastered versions at a higher quality, and I can make double the nothing that I'm already making.
Exactly. that's uh, that's my marketing fact.
Yeah, it could be
He's,
clever.
he's planning for the future.
It could be exactly one IQ. So
I
When the
definitely,
apocalypse comes, they have all these tracks they can sell at higher quality.
yeah,
yeah,
think about it. Like zombie apocalypse, the zombies have to listen to something, but their decayed ears, they can't really hear the low quality version anymore, so you can sell the higher quality one to
Yeah,
all the zombies.
exactly.
nice.
I definitely noticed what you were talking about when you said the song's meant to be sung over. Just listening to the structure of the song, it wasn't quite like the traditional ABA/CAB structure, but there was definitely like some verse and chorus type structure going on there, or verse and refrain, however you want to phrase it. It's all the same difference in the end. And then there like 2 minutes from the end of the song, we definitely hit that guitar solo.
Guitar,
Oh,
solo de guitare. Yeah.
Oh, he's Frenching it up on my stream.
oh, solo the guitar. Oh,
Wee wee.
guitar solo.
That was pretty good. So I got to ask before we move on to the next track here. Uh, when did the guy actually like sing over top of that in front of you, or what? Like how did that go down?
No. So what happened there is that a friend, I borrowed an acoustic guitar, and I played just a very simplified version of it, and he sang. It was live, so I played, and he sang in front of everyone, and yeah, and I made that version you just heard after.
Okay, so but you just kind of got to what I was asking was, did the guy actually sing over top of whatever version of this song you played on an
Yeah,
acoustic guitar? So
yeah,
that
he
is
did.
really cool. That really makes the story and brings a little bit of a smile to my face having listened to this song. It's too bad
Nice.
that you two did not have the foresight to just like have a little recording device in there and record that, and then you'd be like, oh, and by the way, if you want to hear the live version, that's $3.99 over here on Spotify.
Yeah, but that require me to be smart, and I don't fit in that criteria, so I can't do it. The one IQ don't allow me to do that.
Yeah, I know. That's why we do all our best thinking together here when we reach a total of 3 IQ.
3 is better than 2. So,
Exactly. All right. So
so,
what am I in for on this next song?
so this next song is the reason the listening party is a thing. So I made that thing.
Maybe the second best song in the album.
Yeah. if opening being the first one, obviously. Yeah, so this thing is a track I made.
Whoa! Everybody, back off. This is a track that he made.
And
fucking Christ, dude, that's fucking meta. You're breaking the fucking, mold of music and all.
can I explain the thing? So
Yeah, go ahead.
So I published it on my Discord server, and Pudding was like, "Hey, elizibar needs to listen to that because it's the best song I've ever made." So here you go, PP Puncher.
Disregarding E for pudding.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna mute the Discord. I'm gonna hit play, and then we'll get some PP punching going. You know, it's your favorite hobby, so why not? Oh Lord. What was that? What did you just make me listen to?
Amazing.
Okay, before we get into the lyrics there, the actual, like, the track itself was, it felt like video game music from the 90s, like something that belonged in, like, the Streets of Rage series or something. Like, it was actually a pretty competently executed, upbeat, kind of fast-tempoed techno track. Then you lay on top of it those lyrics. I'm just dying. As soon as that voice started, I'm just like, it's a good thing I was muted because nobody could have heard the rest of the song. I was laughing too damn much.
My god, Hatsune Miku for the win.
I'm glad it happened.
You I told Bren that he should like upload this to Spotify and tag Hatsune Miku in it.
Yeah,
It
because
would show up on her page.
well, it technically is a Tsunemiku singing, so
Yeah.
Ninja Weasel, I'm going to put that in the playlist with Bunnies. Oh, come on. Bunnies is in a league of its own, all right? You can't compare this and Bunnies. They're too different, Ninja. They're just,
what,
they're not the same at all. Just
what is
don't.
bunnies?
Surely I've made you listen to Bunnies before.
Yeah, I've heard
Really?
bunnies. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Bunnies eating boon.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. It's just a little piece of apple, though. We just had the microphone right next to it.
ASMR. Horror ASMR.
All right, I have nothing else to say about that. That was too funny. So what are we in for
You're
next?
speechless.
Yeah, essentially. Oh God, it's the whole album. Era of Alteration. It's a bonus track. It's an entire album on its own. Here, my EP has an LP included inside of it.
Okay, no, it's not the whole album. I removed
Oh
some.
God! Please don't make me listen to the whole album. I can't handle it.
Brad, get the whole album.
Yeah, the whole album. The link is in the description. I can. The whole album is. I sent the link on Twitch. Yeah, the whole album is 1 hour and a half long, I think, but it's just for the most part random things I wrote. So yeah, I mean the 1 hour song, which isn't really a song. I mean you can skip it because it's just a bunch of songs put together. I mean there's no link in them, so.
Okay, elizibar is going to like skip the final boss of the listening party, okay?
We're just gonna. What else is on here? Let's see. We got the hour-long Era of Alteration whole album bonus track. Then we've got an alternate version of Wolf Isles. What's different about that?
It's the same, except it has some kind of a bass drop thing.
Bass.
Yeah.
We're trying to make dubstep or something now.
No, how do you call that? Some kind of boom. I don't know how to call that.
It's just got some kind of boom in it. Okay, like what? It's got an explosion. Like is this like what happened after you burned down Notre Dame and the building exploded or something?
No, some kind of a.
No, the mix is so loud it blows your speakers out.
Yeah, the thing is actually pretty loud, and the very last track is the acoustic I played, except it's not really the thing I played, but me, I wrote the thing. It's not an actual recording of what I played.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still like just laughing too much from the song we just listened to. It's permanently scarred me, and I don't know that I'll ever recover. Yeah.
Working out to change, man, for listening to that song.
I guess we'll listen to the Wolf Owl's alternate version, and we can all hear the big loud boom together, and kind of figure out if it's a bass drop or what.
I think you're making fun of me. I'm not sure, but I think.
No, we would never do that. We would never
Oh,
do that
okay.
on this stream. This isn't that kind of stream. This is a no judging stream. So if you want to have a bass drop, but it's not actually a bass drop and it's just a big boom, that's fine. We can all live with that. We're adults here,
We
sort
are
of.
all inclusive.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter who we are. We can label you whatever you want.
But you should totally upload this last track we listened to with tag
Yeah.
Hatsune Miku, and you should also make sure that like the YouTube tags for it have that stuff in it too, and you should put the text, the words like "PP Puncher" featuring Hatsune Miku like in the title of the video and down in the bottom, like the description field. Like you need to make sure that's everywhere, so you like optimize those search
I
engine
plan
results.
to add her on the thumbnail as well.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yes.
And you need to put like on the thumbnail, have her on the thumbnail, then in like parentheses down at the bottom, be like uncensored and yellow or red or something that'll catch people's eyes.
Like 5,000 arrows pointing at uncensored.
It'll be perfect. It'll be perfect. Trust me on this. Oh
Okay.
man, now I kind of want to go into Photoshop and mess around with this and actually make that happen because I suddenly have like a vision in my head, like she's there, on the front, and instead of like holding a microphone or something, she's got like a giant fist for one hand.
Thanos gauntlet.
And then it's like next to the fist, it's just got like the two capital letters P and P, right next to the fist, and then down at the bottom, it's the letters there are in white, and they got a black outline down at the bottom. It's got uncensored, and I can't decide if it should be yellow or red. I think oh man, I got to work on this later. Hold on.
Yeah, now I want to see Hatsune.
Yeah, I want that. I want that.
Let me make a note to actually do this here in a minute. Let's see.
Hatsune Miku Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, that's a good one. Let me scribble that down. Infinity Gauntlet. Okay, I actually wrote Gantlet, which is an entirely different word than gauntlet, but whatever. All right. We're gonna go listen to the Wolf Owls alternate version bonus track, and we're gonna hear the bass drop. I'm expecting dubstep out of this, but we'll find out what it actually is in a minute. So I will see you all in 5 minutes, and we'll pick it up there. All right.
All right.
Yep, that was a bass thing. That was totally a bass thing. Yeah, so I went and I just searched on like DuckDuckGo. I'm like, hey, Brennfeu Cthulhu brutal dubstep drop, and every link went to the song. I don't know how they could do that because it's unlisted. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's so powerful. It's
Dude, that bass drop totally rocked my world, man. Gonna play it at my concerts without your permission.
Just sample it
mm,
and put it on your like digital sampler. Just
Yeah.
be like, you're like rocking along, and just every like 30 seconds for no reason, whatever song you're playing, just be like, wow.
Why?
Oh yeah, you can. As you're doing it, you can like if you got a good sampler, you can like pitch shift it while you're doing it. So you can just like pitch it up, pitch it down, make it go all around. Like it could be fun. It could be the thing. It could be
Can I
what
make
you're
it go?
known
Can I
for.
make it go sideways?
You could break, yeah. If you got a really nice sampler, you could. Like I could do that with my SP808 wherever it is. I think it's downstairs in my basement. I could bust that out. We could like pitch shift that sideways, man. I don't even know what that means, but we could do it.
then do it.
The best part of this though was I was just typing hashtag bully stream and then it hit in the middle of me typing that. And I'm just like, I can't handle this.
Dude,
Stop
what
bullying.
plugin did you use to make that bass drop, man?
So it's just a bass. I use the exact same software to make my guitar and
I
drums and almost everything. It's just a bass note, and then I use the Floyd to go it very deep.
Man, that's fucking revolutionary and progressive. I admire that shit. Keep it up.
All right. Well, that leaves just the saga, the word I can't pronounce here, and
Woo.
acoustic version. So I got to ask, is this acoustic version you actually playing an acoustic guitar, or is this acoustic version you doing an acoustic guitar programmed in to your synthesizer? Like, is this a real guitar?
It's not, but
God
it's
dang it! Will you record a real guitar for once? Come on, bro.
yes, I did.
E for
E for pudding.
E for pudding. Elizibar, why you be like that?
Yeah.
Why you be like that?
Yeah, I'm just saying. We can have real guitar here. You don't have to live this like guitar free life. You can have a real one. You can play those notes, all of them, not just the E, not just that one note. You can
Yeah, I know.
sustain any note you want.
Man, I don't
You
think
can't
Brent can
play
handle that right now.
Yeah, don't. I have my guitar
Don't
right
pressure
now.
him. Don't
I
pressure
have my
him.
guitar right now, so I can't play guitar. I don't have any amp, so that would sound like garbage. But I can prove I can shred. No, jokes aside, I could have done that, except I don't have any recording device or anything, and I don't even have an acoustic guitar, and I'm lazy.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's deconstruct these. All right. So first, okay, could have done it, but you don't have a recording device. All right. So let's see. No recording device, no guitar, with an E, and lazy. All right, so for no recording device, that's not true. You have a cell phone, which has a microphone on it. Theoretically, you can record.
You have no proof I have a cell phone.
Wait,
You have said you had a cell
Bren,
phone at some point.
Bren, how did you record E for pudding without a recording
Oh,
device?
oh,
I used my cell phone and then I broke it accidentally.
No.
wait, you broke your phone? What did you do?
So, because now I have an excuse not to record my music.
But what did you do?
My cell phone isn't broken, and you couldn't
What?
just say.
The plot thickens yet again.
I mean, I have a microphone because I can speak right now, so I have no excuse. But
Oh, you make a good point. Yes, you do have a microphone. You're speaking to us. For a minute, I thought you were just like sending these psychic brainwave signals, but I guess not. I guess not.
so yeah, and I didn't broke my phone. it is not true.
Okay, and now you say you have no guitar.
I don't have any acoustic guitar. I have 2 electric ones, but no acoustic.
Okay, that's fine. Well, you don't have to play acoustic. You know, you got all these crazy guitars. Play the guitar in your own tracks, man. Do it.
Live the dream, man.
Uh, uh, no.
What?
Yes, do it. Just do it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I mean, I'm okay to try to have better fake instruments, you know. I mean, it definitely went better than my very first tracks. Like I have better organ, better string instruments, my
Sure.
violin and such.
I'm not telling you to go find a real pipe organ and mic the thing up. I'm just saying, hey, you just said you own 2 electric guitars, so just play
Yes.
an electric guitar. Just do it. You will have better
Yeah,
control over what the guitar sounds like if you're playing an actual physical guitar than you will shifting around like a virtual guitar in whatever software you're using. The real thing will always sound a little bit better.
And dude, Bren,
I don't think so, because I'm.
Bren, the
Yes.
ladies think it's hot if you actually play it instead of the Sims.
What?
He's
Yeah,
right.
the ladies.
The guitarist, he gets way more chicks
Yeah.
than the guy playing the keyboard in the band. So
Yeah.
I don't need that. I have a.
What the hell? What kind of fucking excuse is that, Bren? now you're throwing away women as well.
I'm not doing. What are you saying?
hold on, I got to read the chat here real quick, just so you guys see it. 6. I'm just gonna throw this out there.
Stop bullying.
I think this is the abused
Stop
Bren
bullying.
community.
It's okay, it's French. No, bullying is never okay. Yeah, jokes aside, I know I should record me playing guitar, but I don't for real reason. The first one is that I'm being lazy, of course, and because I feel like my playing isn't good enough to be actual recording. Like, I mean, I can play simple riff pretty easily. I can shred, but when I shred, it's not clean. I don't know how to explain that, but
I mean, you mess up.
yeah, no, it's a guitar player thing. It's like I can play the notes fast. It's just that it doesn't really sound as good as professional guitar players, and I'm a bit ashamed of that. So I I don't record myself for that reason. So learning solos is quite long.
I'm gonna go and dislike this video now just because you said that.
What?
Yeah, you're getting a dislike.
On which track?
On the next one. You didn't play it with your real guitar.
All right, we'll cut the Bren abuse off here. We'll go listen to this track, and then we'll come back in 4 minutes, and I guess we'll probably wrap the stream up at that point. You know, have some final thoughts, abuse Bren some more, maybe abuse the French in general. I don't know, like wherever this goes, because you give the cigarette to the baby. I know.
Yeah. We are like your own government towards you.
Ooh, shots fired. This is now a political stream. Man, okay. No, we'll save that for after the song. So we'll be back in 4 minutes. I'll see you then. All right. So, how's it going?
Six is being mean to me in the
Hello.
chat.
Yeah, you've been mean to me for like years.
I can't handle it. You can.
You know what my life is like now.
Kill me.
You can't die yet. You have too much music to make. Sorry, it's just not happening. And usually depressed musicians make really good music too. So I think that means we need to bully you some more, Pudding.
But they don't make music anymore.
Dang it.
Yes, finally. Yes, yes. Oh,
Well-
I mean, that's a shame. I'm really sad.
Yeah. I like the way the acoustic version of that sounded. It would have sounded better on if you'd played that on like a
Real guitar?
well, no, I'm trying to think of like the specific guitar I'm thinking of. Probably a guitar that sounds like I don't know what to call it, like a Spanish guitar. I don't know what the real word for that is, but that's what I
Mandolin,
was.
maybe?
No, it's not a mandolin. It's just there's a very specific way that those kind of guitars sound, and I think it would have sounded great on that because it's like the kind of guitar that you do or you use when you're going to play like classical guitar styles. I think it would have sounded really dope like that.
Flamenco guitar?
Heck if I know. Like, that is so far outside of my musical expertise. Like, because I'm like, oh yeah, let's go do some synthesizers and sampler stuff here. Let's forget all these actual real instruments, because that's just the way my band was. Which is of course naturally, since I'm like, oh, let's do like synthesizers. So naturally, we had three guitarists, right?
Yeah, of course. Hey, if I make synth music, I won't. You won't tell me that I'm not using that it's bad that I don't record myself because it's synth.
Yeah, because that's
So
how
the
that kind of
excuse.
music goes. If you're doing electronic music, naturally you don't have real instruments.
Nice.
Unless it's analog synths. Hey.
Oh man, I was in Guitar Center. I was actually getting a guitar tuner while I was in there. This was Friday. Yeah, it was Friday evening, and I was just like, I'm gonna go look at the synthesizers, man. And there were these absolutely beautiful. Were they Korgs? Oh, they were like actual. They were analog synths, but they had all the modern stylings and stuff. So it's not like you needed some old Moog or something. What was this? Korg. Let me see if I can find these things. They were beautiful pieces of machinery. They were clean brushed steel and stuff. It was gorgeous. Come on, Korg, load your webpage up. No, 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 no. This is all crap. Ooh, those are nice electric pianos. But Micro Korg. No, that wasn't it. But there. It is. The mini log. That's what these were. These were beautiful, beautiful little beasts. And I was just like, man, I want to play around with the one they got on display. Like I would have just spent like an hour tuning knobs standing there. Except I was a man on a mission, and I was also hungry because it was dinner time. So it was just kind of like, well, I'm just gonna get my guitar tuner and get out of here. But I was looking at these things. It's like, oh, this is beautiful, man. Just imagine getting the chance to sculpt all the waveforms and stuff. I've never played with an analog synth before. I've only ever played with digital ones. So I've never gotten to tune around with like real attack and release knobs and all that kind of stuff. I know you guys don't care,
You're
but
playing guitar, is that correct?
yeah,
No,
I heard like a duck squawking
it's
or
cool.
something. So
What?
yeah, it was like a quack. Sound totally like a little duck.
is talking about his analog synths, and you're completely ignoring playing
Yeah.
guitar instead. How disrespectful, young man. We need to
it's-
get into the detention class right now.
You talked about guitar, so I grabbed mine, and I was just being sure it was in tune.
Yeah, why
Can
don't
you
you
play
like
a song?
strum the guitar? Just strum it one time for us. Just let us hear it. Oh, he's got a real guitar. He just proved it.
Brent,
Yes.
Brent, hold on. Can we have a live performance of E for Pudding? Oh my god.
Thanks.
Soulful. I was moved. Oh, I could feel my spirit stirring.
No, not that. Get back to that.
I like to shred.
Stop shredding and starting E. Yes.
That's an A note.
What? That's an A?
Yeah, I can. You know, there are not one A note. You know, there are many.
What?
Anyway,
Yeah, so
yeah.
Journey was really like that's really the whole album essentially, and it was a really good track, absolutely fantastic. The best thing you've done. It took us to several different places along the way, and you know the best analogy was kind of like the video game analogies. Like it started off feeling very much like a Doom track from the old Doom games. Then we definitely kind of had this Castlevania thing once that pipe organ just absolutely took control and dominated everything. And then I think Ninja Weasel's observation of like Final Fantasy VI, the Kefka boss battle stuff, like was also appropriate. PP Puncher was just I don't know what that was, but I am totally gonna go play around with making a thumbnail after the stream, and it's gonna be fun.
Thanks.
It's the official theme for PP Power territory.
Yeah, it is.
And
have you listened to Huge Gay Night?
maybe.
We'll listen to
Why don't you put a link in the Twitch chat, and we'll go listen to it right now.
Huge Gay. Okay, good thing.
I think I've listened to this, but let's do it.
Oh,
yeah. I didn't want to search that on stream myself, because who knows what I would find, so I'm just going to let you find it for me.
I mean, what could be wrong? Huge
Oh my
Gay
god,
Night.
the only thing that's real so
Alright, so I got that up. Yeah, I think I listened to this back like around Thanksgiving or something, but we'll listen to this, and
Okay.
then we'll wrap the stream. Oh my god, it's really snowing big time outside. Hold on.
It's
Oh
not
my
good,
god.
It's like a storm outside for us.
Oh, there's these huge fluffy snowflakes. I'll have to get my camera off of where it's mounted and show that before the stream's over. But let's go listen to Brennfeu Cthulhu, Huge Gay Night. Stay tuned.
Bobby makes the gay.
Exactly. That was certainly huge.
And gay.
I'm gay now.
And I am gay now. It's the essence of Fabian music form.
Do you know what dick stands for?
I'm not sure I want to. Can we say this on stream? Like, are we about to get banned off of YouTube and Twitch and whatever other platform this ends up on? Like,
I don't know. I think it's pretty safe as long as the D word I just said is okay.
all right, well, what does this stand for? Tell us. Tell us.
Dick is cool.
Wow.
Yeah. D E C K. Dick is cool. Okay.
Sing with me.
What?
No. Okay.
I got snow, man. There's so much snow out there.
Okay. The other thing I forgot to say, or maybe I said it and then I forgot I said it, is that the album is called Journey because of the main track, obviously, but also because it's some kind of a my journey, my musical journey. Like I made different thing. I definitely got better making music. I
You
made a
certainly
bunch
have,
of
yeah.
albums. So yeah, that's also that.
So Bren's self-acclaimed trash album turns out to be the best one. Well,
This isn't my best album at all. I mean, yeah, there's E for Pudding.
yeah.
That's true.
I mean, that
And
one
Tiki
track on
Butter.
its own kind of makes the whole album right there. Like,
Yeah.
it's just too good. You can't beat it. You can't top it.
No.
It's gonna be the thing that you're known for 20 years from now.
That's pretty sad.
Well, it's better to be
That's
known
what
for
it is.
something than nothing, right?
I'm not sure about that because you all know about Hitler. We all know about
Wow,
this guy.
wow,
I'm not sure.
we've just invoked him. That's something. I can't believe we just went there on a music stream. Like,
What did you say? I missed that.
Elizabeth said that it's better to be known for something that not be known at all. And I talked about Hitler because
yeah,
Right.
he dropped the H bomb. I can't believe he would do that.
Why you do that?
Oh
man?
wait, that's isn't it a forbidden word by YouTube or something?
Yeah, if I was monetized, I'd now be demonetized thanks to you.
Oh wait, you don't monetize your videos?
I don't have enough subscriber count.
Oh,
I'm just under the cutoff for monetization. I should have monetized years ago when I was eligible the first time. But then I was like, I'm just doing this for funsies. I don't want to get monetized. I should have just did it back then because the requirements were like, what was it, like 500 subscribers or something back then, and I totally had that. And they changed it because they hate me.
Oh, you triggered chat, Bren.
what?
Now you're gonna get lynched.
Oh, don't worry about it. 6 is always triggered.
What's happening? Whoa, Bren.
Yeah, he can't believe you dropped the H bomb. I can't believe you dropped it either, but I'm not
Oh,
triggered about
So
it.
I just comfort 6 a bit. Pat 6.
I think that's
I'm
appropriate.
sorry. So yeah, that was Journey. I think, which is the least interesting album I made.
The least interesting out. Okay, it's the one that has Journey, which is your best work. It also has PP Puncher. Like, come on. The least interesting album is the one with like
Okay.
2 radically different things on it. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay.
Bren is just underselling himself at this point.
No.
He wants some sympathies, man.
So I have a real question. Should I? It's about the era of alteration track. So should I just upload the track as a bonus track in Journey? Should I upload all the drafts as an album?
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, do that.
So should I do both?
Also, press 1 in chat to hug Bren.
Press 1? Okay.
What the fuck?
Constriction.
Here I am thinking Bren wants love, but apparently not.
It was unclear.
Unclear.
Okay, so thanks.
You're welcome. And Brent, we got to end on a controversial note. How do you feel about the news that's coming out of France every day? Because I just go see news reports and video of all kinds of crazy like stuff happening there. Like, what's going on? Is the country is Paris literally on fire all the time? Because that's sure what it looks like.
Oh no, it's not that. It's that France is on fire all the time. No, jokes aside, I don't think there's anything happening because I'm not part of the guy that go on a strike and everything. At the time, the trains were stopped, so that was annoying because I need trains to go see my family on weekends. But aside from that, there's nothing really. I mean, when I'm out, I don't see people like fighting each other or whatever. There's nothing. I think it's just like media or overhyping the thing, or I don't know. Also, I'm not the most political guy, so I'm not really the most aware of what's happening.
The gods, I'm not the most political guy.
All right. Well, on that note, I think we'll wrap this up, and I'll see you guys, next time that somebody puts out an album. I hope, and we'll take it from there. Thanks for joining me, and everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Go check out this guy on, YouTube or Bandcamp or wherever you have music. I'm just gonna put your YouTube channel over here in the chat, and people can click on that and
It's got Spotify one.
Go check that out. But if you want to drop links to like SoundCloud or Spotify or whatever, go ahead. Now is the time.
That probably counts as crime against humanity, so I won't.
Then I will do it. Hold on.
No, I mean, I have a Spotify and whatever. I mean, if you search Brennfeu Cthulhu, I think you can find it pretty easily. But I don't care at all. I'm not selling my music at all. I'm just making things because it's fun.
There we go.
Someday I'll try to make something that's sellable. Maybe someday. I may now have the composition level to do it. I just need a better instrument.
Yeah. You need real instruments, not just synth.
What are you talking about? I don't have any guitars.
So you're playing real guitar all along.
I just broke my guitar. Oops. No, jokes aside, stay healthy but hi. You still haven't responded to the pics. Yeah, jokes aside. Yeah, maybe I'll make something. Right,
jokes aside, the jokes aside.
Because my music has never been really serious. So if I'm being serious, why making music? And yeah, that day I will post links and whatever. But I don't think now is the time. Also putting I'm sorry, but I don't think the meme album will be the next one. Because I'm not really hyped for it.
I hate you, I'm gonna kill myself.
Whoa. That is against terms of service, and he's just joking, just for anybody who's listening that thinks about, getting me in trouble over that statement. That was clearly a joke.
Yeah, that was a joke. You're not gonna do that.
No. Not on stream, at least.
He's not
That was also a
commit
joke. All right, I'm ending this stream before you guys get me into any more trouble than I'm already in. Check out this guy. Check out this guy over on Bandcamp. And bye. 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 We're out of here.